Laura's Reva.
Reva?
That's right. Those articles won for Best Human Interest Story of the Year. She had to go pick up her award last night.
Roxie, I had no idea that Laura was real.
That's why I had to be there with her at the ceremony. Should have seen photographers were all over the place hounding her. Then she insisted that I take her back to the bridge where she jumped. That's when she ran into Kyle Sampson. I don't know what they said to each other, but it must have been pretty awful. He didn't know she was Laura either. Then this photographer shows up and starts snapping flash bulbs in her face.
God. Roxie, your sister's been through so much.
That's why she needed me there to help her.
How do you think I felt?
The woman loved you so much that she almost committed suicide over losing you. That's a pretty devastating responsibility.
Oh. Now are you blaming all this on me?
Kyle, I'm not blaming anybody. But all of those months, I only thought of you. I thought of our baby. I never really stopped to consider what Reva was going through.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I told you before that I would have this baby on my own, and I meant it.
No. No, Maeve. You know that I would never allow you to do that.
Back then, you didn't even know that I was pregnant. You were planning on marrying Reva. You were planning your future together. But Reva knew. And she knew how much this baby would mean to you. Letting you go must have been the loneliest decision of her life.
She convinced me that that's what she needed. She needed to be apart.
Well, it was hard, Kyle, and apparently it was too hard. You realize how much she must have loved you.
Yes, I do, now.
Tell me the truth. Are you sorry that we're having this baby together?
Sorry for this baby.
It's not what you planned.
Maeve, nobody forced me to marry you. Nobody came up and put a gun to my head.
No, but I know how much being a father means to you. You would never duck that responsibility.
Yeah, well, I don't assume responsibilities that aren't mine either. You can ask anybody on Wall Street if that's true.
I know you better than they do.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you know me better than anyone, even Reva.
I feel like such a fool with Reva. I talked to her about Laura. I told her how much I understood her pain and her emptiness.
That was there for anyone to understand, anyone who read the article.
Well, Kyle, me, of all people, the person who caused the pain.
Don't blame yourself, Maeve.
And she just sat there holding it inside. She must have been screaming inside.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it would have been better if she could have found someone to talk to.
She did. She talked to Fletcher.
Yeah, she talked to Fletcher, right? Look what happened. Her deepest confidences were spread all over the newspaper.
Kyle, we thought we were helping her.
But maybe someone could have helped her. Maybe HB, or even maybe Billy.
Or even you.
No. Reva wouldn't have let me help, not even if I begged.
And would you have begged her, Kyle?
What do you mean?
If Reva had come to you and told you about her attempted suicide and why, would you and I still be together?
Sorry to track it down, but we got trouble at the Journal.
I'm gonna do.
Down at the plant. The press is over the contract.
Can't you handle it, Fletcher?
I am management. I'm not the owner. I think you better hurry up and call Bradshaw.
All right. Kyle, I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Just a minute, Pete.
That's about all the time I got. What do you want?
Why didn't you come to me and tell me what was happening with Reva?
Why should I?
Because I've got a right to know.
Now, how are you going to jump?
That be the guy that drove her to jump? Well, these press awards have caused her a lot of misery, haven't they?
I guess those Laura articles did a lot of good. People got hurt, too.
People like Kyle Sampson.
How'd you know his name?
Oh, I saw the awards on TV, and there's a lot of chatter around here.
Well, you don't have to worry about him. He's a thing of the past. As far as Reva's concerned, Kyle Sampson is just a memory.
Reva, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about protecting my wife, you fool.
Bit late for that, isn't it?
Oh, what are you going to do? You're going to keep taking these cheap shots here, or are you going to accept your responsibilities like a man?
Look, I have done right by everybody involved in this whole mess. And the mess began the night that Reva went to that bridge.
Oh, you're still ducking, aren't you? What is the matter? What, are you afraid?
Like hell. Okay, you go ahead, you talk to me. You tell me what my responsibilities are.
All right. They start with the fact that Maeve is pregnant. She's diabetic. And stress is dangerous to her health. Now, you knew that. You're friends with her. You're supposed to be very good friends with her. The two of you work down at the paper together. You've got all this camaraderie. So what do? You go and you get my former lover. You put her in the news. And then you get Maeve to co-write the articles that you're writing about her. A series of articles that are bound to blow up in Maeve's face.
I had no idea that Reva's identity would be revealed.
Well, you should have thought it through, Reed. You should have thought it through and come to me.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I should have done that so you could make a beeline for Reva, comfort her, set her up in a penthouse, something like that.
So I would make sure that they'd never get written.
Will you come off it, Kyle? Maeve is the one who pushed that series through. Maeve got behind it because she's a sharp, tough publisher and she knows what sells. You couldn't have stopped that Laura series, and we both know it, so just cut the bull, huh? Two things here. Maeve's health is fine. But what's really bothering you, the reason you want to slug me right now, is because Reva turned to me. She pulled herself up out of that river and she put her trust in me, not you. And that is what you are choking on. You admit it.
Kyle, I'm sorry. We won't get the paper out unless I get back down there right away.
Where did you get this?
Is it real or isn't it?
Lady, I don't handle hot merchandise. That's 7 carats of grand larceny.
It isn't stolen. My fiancé gave it to me.
Yeah? We'll just see about that. Well, at least the police around here aren't looking for it. I don't know. You know the chance that you're asking me to take here.
I think you can handle it. For the right price. How much?
Well, I can't give you what it's worth. You know, I don't have that kind of cash. But best I could offer is a couple thousand. Hmm?
Well, I know how much I need. Suppose you make me a real offer.
Look, if I take that off your hands, how am I supposed to move a piece like this? You know, we don't get the Nottingham's crowd in here.
He's right. I do want you to trust me.
You drive a hard bargain, lady. You got any more at home like that, just come on by. And there you are. That's 10,000 hard-earned bucks.
How does it feel?
Feels like it belongs there. I've never seen anything more beautiful.
I have.
It was great while it lasted.
Oh, wait, you can keep it on while we're together, while we're here?
No. When I'm completely free, then you can propose to me all over again.
As long as you keep giving me the right answer, I'll propose as often as you want.
You can put it back on my finger then. And I'll leave it on for as long as I live.
Here's your money. Take it or leave it.